ديمقراطية زيد الحرية ماما ميا. تحيا الشباب، تحيا الشباب، تحيا الحرية، تحيا الحرية، تحيا الديمقراطية، تحيا الديمقراطية. إسلامية، طالع حرية، شريعة إسلامية، طالع حرية، شريعة إسلامية، طالع حرية، طالع نفديك يا شهيد بالروح بدم، نفديك يا شهيد بالروح بدم، نفديك يا شهيد بالروح بدم، نفديك يا شهيد. يا شهيد ارتاح ارتاح سنواصل الكفاح، يا شهيد ارتاح ارتاح سنواصل الكفاح. هذين العباد اللي تخربوا ما كردوش، هذين الوليد هميتوا، هذين اللي حقوقهم تو ضايعه، هذين اللي قاعد سايروا في تونس. تمشي لأي مستشفى في تونس عندك بطاقة جريح ولا ولدك شهيد محقور، تسمع لهانيات مطبة. إعلام تونس إعلام عار، ما عندناش إعلام في تونس، ما عندناش إعلام يتاجر بينا.
علام تجارة، علام تجارة.
شوف الداتا بطاقة جوالين وفيات نهار 31 2012 نمشوا هكاك بها ما تعاطفوا معنا. وزارة النقل بارك الله فيه، هذين قبل الناس الكل قبل أي حزب.
ديماش عقب البلاد،
ديماش شو هذا؟
Okay, I'm in Tunisia now. It's beautiful. There are the tents of the social forum. This is the university. You can see the Arab Spring starting to bloom.
Immigrants are being blamed for the economic crisis inside the United States because of how racism works and the legacy of white supremacy in the United States. How would Occupy address this? This was one of the messages that we tried to come up. The other one is over there, foreclose on the 1%. So the housing struggles were some of the stronger organized struggles that connected to Occupy, and that even still now, some of the individual activists that are looking to continue being involved have been involved in community organizing around housing rights and the struggle against the banks, which has not had a consistent internationalist character, but it could. It is the same banks that are kicking us out of our homes that are restructuring Tunisia's economy towards neoliberalism. And it is spaces like the World Social Forum that allow us to make that connection, to build that internationalism at the grassroots.
The Social Forum is today at a juncture where it can go both ways. It can go on the path where over a period of time it either transforms or ceases to exist. That's the fork we are in. The Social Forum cannot, I think, survive perpetually in the same mode as it exists today. That's my first contention that I would like to put before you. In its early days, the Social Forum was largely driven by the Latin American and the European movement. If you look at the Social Forum now, it's clearly very different. You still have a very large presence from Brazil, but not the kind of presence of even the Brazilian movements that we could see in Porto Alegre and even in Mumbai between 2001 and 5. I come from India, and to some extent was involved in the Social Forum process. Now, I find a much greater interest in the Social Forum process in Bangladesh today than in India, in Pakistan today than in India. The point I'm trying to make is that there is a shift that is taking place in favor of regions and countries where the social forum can make a much larger impact because it is seen as a democratizing force in these countries. Whereas in many other regions, it appears, at least for the interim, that the social forum has run out of steam. So this is a reality that the social forum has to address if it is to survive. So that is the fork that I was talking about. If we continue in our earlier mode, maybe we are moving towards the social forum really not continuing to exist anymore. The other choice before us is to, and the challenge before us, is to transform the social forum into a platform of action. Now we have debated this since Belém, and I make a distinction here. I make a distinction by saying that I don't believe that the social forum should be leading actions. That is not what the social forum's role is. But the social forum has to be much more friendly towards movements being able to come, and it's not as if we're saying something new. Many of you would remember in 2003, 2004, the great marches against the Iraq war, the struggle against Cancun was being discussed inside the social forum. We did that. We used to do that inside the social forum. Why are we not doing that now? I think this is something it takes much more time to sort of think these things through. So I'll just leave you with that thought, that why is the social forum space not so friendly for movements to come together, because otherwise we have Xerox copies of NGOs and organizations presenting their work for the funders. A lot of, I'm sorry to say this, but a lot of the activities that is happening in this forum and in many forums can happen anywhere in the world. You don't have to come to the social forum to do those activities, to tell people I have made so many people literate, or I have vaccinated so many people. That is not what the social forum is about. Why should we be discussing this? So this is the challenge in terms of the methodology of the forum that we've been trying to fix.
C'est un complot. Ils payent. Pour nous, c'est des mercenaires. C'est pour ça que je vous dis qu'il n'y a pas de révolution en Syrie. C'est des mercenaires payés pour aller tuer le maximum de Syriens. Ils sont payés, ils ont un tarif par tête d'habitant. Quand ils tuent quelqu'un, ils ont une somme d'argent. Et là, avant de partir, on donne de l'argent à leur famille. Dès qu'ils partent, leur famille touche de l'argent en dollars.
Alors, ce drapeau, c'est le drapeau
C'est le drapeau de la Syrie.
De la Syrie, ok.
Bachar n'a pas de drapeau et il n'a pas d'armée non plus. C'est l'armée nationale syrienne et c'est le drapeau de la Syrie.
Okay.
C'est pas un seigneur de la guerre, Bachar. C'est un président démocratiquement élu.
Aujourd'hui, avec le problème syrien, il y a une simplicité qui s'installe, celle de choisir le camp du bon et le camp du mauvais. Mais en fait, la question est beaucoup plus profonde que celle-là. Il ne s'agit plus de choisir le camp du bon et du camp du mauvais. Il s'agit simplement de dire aux deux parties que l'usage de la violence les délégitime. Le fait d'avoir utilisé la violence de part et d'autre, elles n'ont plus de légitimité. Seule la non-violence donne à chacun la légitimité. Donc il faut donc, puisque des erreurs ont été faites de part et d'autre, voilà, parler le langage de la non-violence. C'est elle qui donnera à chacun sa vraie légitimité.